Welcome to Exam Heist. Here you will find everything you need to crack your Amazon certification exams. Our actual exam study material and expert guidance will help you achieve your goal. Visit now examheist.com to get our free PDF and start your cloud journey. Subscribe and stay tuned. Thank you.
This video contains the 40 most important questions of CLF-C02 exam. Note, you should always learn from a certified trainer only. You can find our other certification exam dumps along with the full PDF of this video on our website examheist.com. You must practice these questions to create your CLF-C02 exam. To the questions. Question 1. Which AWS service uses a combination of publishers and subscribers? The correct option is B. Amazon Simple Notification Service. Amazon Simple Notification Service makes it easy for you to build an application using the PUB/SUB messaging model. You can send messages from your applications to customers or other applications in a scalable and cost efficient manner. Question 2. Which AWS service uses AWS Compute Optimizer to provide sizing recommendations based on workload metrics? And the correct answer is A. Amazon EC2. AWS Compute Optimizer provides sizing recommendations for Amazon EC2 instances based on workload metrics. It analyzes historical usage data and recommends optimal instance types, size, and families for your workloads to improve performance and reduce cost. Question 3. Which AWS service makes it easier to monitor and troubleshoot application logs and CLUD resources? Correct answer is C. Amazon CloudWatch. Amazon CloudWatch is the AWS service that makes it easier to monitor and troubleshoot application logs and CLUD resources. CloudWatch allows you to collect and track metrics, collect and monitor log files, set alarms, and automatically react to changes in your AWS resources. It provides a unified view of your AWS resources, applications, and services that run on AWS. With CloudWatch, you can gain system wide visibility into resource utilization, application performance, and operational health. Question 4. Which benefit of cloud computing gives a company the ability to deploy applications to users all over the world through a network of AWS regions, availability zones, and edge locations? The correct answer is B. Global reach. The benefit of cloud computing that provides the ability to deploy applications to users all over the world through a network of AWS regions, availability zones, and edge locations is referred to as global reach. AWS has a global infrastructure with multiple regions, each consisting of multiple availability zones and edge locations for content delivery. This global reach allows companies to distribute their applications and content closer to end users, reducing latency and improving the overall user experience. Question 5. Which architecture design principle describes the need to isolate failures between dependent components in the AWS Cloud? The correct answer is D. Loosely coupled components. Loosely coupling components is a design principle that emphasizes minimizing dependencies between different components in a system. This helps isolate failures, meaning that if one component fails or undergoes changes, it does not have a significant impact on other components. This design principle contributes to increased resilience, flexibility, and easier maintenance of the overall system. Question 6. Which AWS service is a relational database compatible with MySQL and PostgreSQL? The correct answer is C. Amazon Aurora. Amazon Aurora is a fully managed relational database service that is compatible with MySQL and PostgreSQL. It provides high performance and availability with the ease of use of a fully managed database service. Question 7. A company wants to integrate natural language processing into business intelligence dashboards. The company wants to ask questions and receive answers with relevant visualizations. Which AWS service or tool will meet these requirements? The correct answer is C. Amazon QuickSight Queue. Amazon QuickSight Queue is the AWS service or tool that allows users to integrate natural language processing into business intelligence dashboards. With QuickSight Queue, users can ask questions using natural languages and receive answers with relevant visualizations. It enables an interactive and conversational experience for querying and exploring data within BL dashboard. Question 8. Which AWS service supports the deployment and management of application in the AWS Cloud? The correct answer is D. AWS Elastic Beanstalk. AWS Elastic Beanstalk is a fully managed service that supports the deployment and management of applications in the AWS Cloud. It abstracts the underlying infrastructure complexities, allowing developers to focus on writing code without worrying about the operational aspects of deploying and scaling applications. While other services like Amazon Code Guru, AWS Forget, and AWS Code Commit play roles in the development and deployment process, AWS Elastic Beanstalk specially provides a platform as a service environment for deploying and managing applications with ease. Question 9. Which AWS service provides on premises applications with low latency access to data that is stored in the AWS Cloud? The correct answer is B. AWS Storage Gateway. AWS Storage Gateway is a hybrid cloud storage service that enables on premises applications to access low latency, highly durable storage in the AWS Cloud. It provides a seamless and secure integration between an organization's on premises environment and AWS cloud storage resources. Question 10. A solutions architect needs to maintain a fleet of Amazon EC2 instances so that any impaired instances are replaced with new ones. Which AWS services should the solutions architect use? Correct answer is D. AWS Autoscaling. AWS Autoscaling helps you maintain application availability and allows you to automatically adjust capacity to meet varying demand. In this case, the solutions architect can configure autoscaling groups to replace impaired instances and maintain the desired fleet size. Question 11. When a user wants to utilize their existing per socket, per core, or per virtual machine software licenses for a Microsoft Windows server running on AWS, which Amazon EC2 instance type is required? The correct answer is B. Dedicated instances. When a user wants to utilize their existing per socket, per core, or per virtual machine software licenses for a Microsoft Windows server running on AWS, they can use dedicated hosts. Question 12. A company wants to deploy some of its resources in the AWS Cloud to meet regulatory requirements. The data must remain local and on premises. There must be low latency between AWS and the company resources, which AWS service or feature can be used to meet their requirements. The correct answer is C. AWS Outposts. AWS Outpost allows you to deploy AWS designed infrastructure on premises, providing a consistent hybrid experience. With AWS Outpost, you can run compute and storage workloads locally on your premises while seamlessly connecting to the rest of AWS broad array of services in the cloud. In this scenario, if the company wants to keep the data local and on premises to meet regulatory requirements and maintain low latency between AWS and on premises resources, AWS Outpost would be the suitable option. It extends the AWS infrastructure to your on premises location, providing a hybrid solution that combines the benefit of both on premising and cloud resources. Question 13. A company needs to connect its on premises data center to the AWS cloud. The company needs a dedicated low latency connection with consistent network performance. Which AWS service will meet these requirements? The correct answer is C. AWS Direct Connect. AWS Direct Connect provides a dedicated network connection from an on premises data center to AWS. It offers a private, dedicated, and high bandwidth connection that can help ensure low latency and consistent network performance. Direct Connect is particularly suitable for scenarios where a company requires a reliable and predictable connection to AWS resources without going over the public internet. Question 14. Which AWS service can companies use to create infrastructure from code? The correct answer is D. AWS Cloud Formation. Question 15. Which AWS service or component allows inbound traffic from the internet to access a VPC? The correct answer is A. Internet Gateway. Question 16. A company is planning to migrate to the AWS Cloud. The company wants to identify measurable business outcomes that will explain the value of the company's decision to migrate. Which phase of the cloud transformation journey includes these activities? The correct answer is A. Envision. Envision, identify and prioritize transformation opportunities in line with your strategic objectives, associating your transformation initiatives with key stakeholders and measurable business outcomes will help you demonstrate value as you progress through your transformation journey. Question 17. A company needs Amazon EC2 instances for a workload that can tolerate interruptions. Which EC2 instance purchasing option meets this requirement with the largest discount compared to on demand prices? And the correct answer is A. Sport instances. Sport instances provide the largest discount compared to on demand prices, but they come with the caveat that they can terminated by AWS if the capacity is needed by one demand or reserved instances. Sport instances are suitable for workloads that can tolerate interruptions and are cost effective for applications that have flexible start and end times or that can be distributed across multiple instances. Question 18. Which task requires a user to sign in as the AWS account root user? And the correct answer is B. The deletion of an AWS account. The AWS account root user has the highest level of access and is associated with the email address used to create the AWS account. Certain tasks, such as the deletion of an entire AWS account, can only be performed by the AWS account root user. Other administrative tasks like creating an organization in AWS organizations or deleting IAM users can often be performed by IAM users with appropriate permissions, and it is recommended to use IAM users instead of relying on the root user for day-to-day activities. Question 19. A company is migrating its applications from on-premises to the AWS cloud. The company wants to ensure that the applications are assigned only the minimum permissions that are needed to perform all operations. Which AWS service will meet these requirements? The correct answer is A. AWS Identity and Access Management. AWS IAM is the service specially designed for managing access to AWS service and resources. It allows you to create and manage users, groups, and roles and define fine grained permissions through policies. By carefully crafting IAM policies, you can grant only the necessary permissions to each application or user following the principle of least privilege. Question 20. A company wants a web application to interact with various AWS services. Which AWS service or resource will meet this requirement? The correct answer is C. AWS Management Console. The AWS Management Console is a web-based interface that allows users to interact with various AWS services. It provides a graphical user interface for managing and configuring AWS resources. User can perform tasks such as launching EC2 instances, configuring S3 buckets, setting up security groups, and more directly through the console. Question 21. A company created an Amazon EC2 instance. The company wants to control the incoming and outgoing network traffic at the instance level. Which AWS resource or service will meet this requirement? The correct answer is B. Security groups. Security groups act as virtual firewalls for your Amazon EC2 instances, controlling inbound and outbound traffic. You can configure security groups to allow or deny traffic based on rules that you define by associating a security group with an EC2 instance. You can control the traffic to and from that instance at the network level. Question 22. A company wants to track tags, buckets, and prefixes for its Amazon S3 objects. Which S3 feature will meet this requirement? The correct answer is A. S3 Inventory Report. To keep track of objects and their respective tags, buckets, and prefix, you can use an S3 inventory report that lists your stored objects within an S3 bucket or with a specific prefix and their respective metadata and encryption status. Question 23. A company is designing its AWS workloads so that components can be updated regularly and so that changes can be made in small, reversible increments. Which pillar of the AWS well architected framework does this design support? And the correct answer is C. Operational excellence. Operational excellence in the AWS well-architected framework focuses on designing and operating workloads to deliver business value with a strong emphasis on continuous improvement, responding to events and automation, making regular updates in small, reversible increments supports the goal of achieving operational excellence by promoting agility and efficiency in the development processes. Question 24. A library wants to automate the classifications of electronic books based on the contents of the books. Which AWS service should the library use to meet this requirement? The correct answer is C. Amazon Comprehend. Amazon Comprehend is a natural language processing service that can be used to analyze and extract insights from text. It provides capabilities such as sentiment analysis, key phrase extraction, entity recognition, and language detection in the context of a library wanting to automate the classification of electronic books based on their contents. Amazing Comprehend could be used to analyze the text content of the books and extract relevant information for classification purposes. Question 25. A company wants to use application stacks to run a workload in the AWS Cloud. The company wants to use pre-configured instances. Which AWS service will meet these requirements? The correct answer is A. Amazon Lightsail. Amazon Lightsail can deploy application stacks. For instance, you can deploy a LAMP stack application onto a single Lightsail instance. One Amazon Lightsail offers virtual services. Amazon Lightsail offers virtual servers, storage databases, and networking, plus a cost-effective monthly plan 12. You can also use Amazon Lightsail to develop, deploy, and manage LAMP stack application on AWS too. If you are interested in automating the deployment of your applications to Amazon Lightsail, you can use AWS Code Deploy and AWS Code Pipeline. Question 26. A company is migrating to the AWS Cloud. The company wants to understand and identify potential security, misconfiguration, or unexpected behaviors. The company wants to prioritize any protective controls it might need, which AWS Cloud's adoption framework, security, prospective capability will meet these requirements. The correct answer is B. Threat detection. Threat detection understand and identify potential security, misconfiguration, threats, or unexpected behaviors. Question 27. Which mechanisms allows developers to access AWS services from application code? The correct answer is A. AWS Software Development Kit. The AWS Software Development Kit is the mechanism that allows developers to access AWS services from application code. The SDK providers libraries and APIs that developers can use to interact with AWS services programmatically. It supports multiple programming languages, making it easier for developers to integrate AWS services into their applications. Question 28. A user needs a relational database but doesn't have the resources to manage the hardware, resiliency, and replication. Which AWS services option meets the user's requirements? The correct answer is C. Choose Amazon RDS for MySQL. Amazon RDS is a fully managed relational database service that takes care of tasks such as hardware provisioning, database setup, patching, and backups. It provides a managed environment for various database engines, including MySQL with Amazon RDS for MySQL. Users can offload the operational aspects of database management and focus on their application development. Question 29. A company needs to search for text in documents that are stored in Amazon S3. Which AWS services will meet these requirements? The correct answer is A. Amazon Kendra. Amazon Kendra is a highly accurate and easy to use intelligent search service powered by machine learning. It enables you to index your documents, including text, in various formats and provides natural languages search capabilities. Question 30. Which AWS feature provides a no cost platform for AWS users to join community groups, ask questions, find answers, and read community generated articles about best practices? The correct answer is B. AWS Repost. AWS Repost is a no cost platform that provides AWS users with a community space to ask questions, find answers, and engage with other users. Users can join community groups, participate in discussions, and read community generated articles about best practices. It is a part of the AWS community and allows users to share knowledge and experiences. The other options are not specially associated with a community platform. Question 31. A company has been storing monthly reports in an Amazon S3 bucket. The company exports the report data into comma separated values files. A developer wants to write a simple query that can read all these files and generate a summary report. Which AWS service or feature should be developer use to meet these requirements with the least amount of operational overhead? The correct answer is B. Amazon Athena. Amazon Athena is a serverless query service that allows you to analyze data directly in Amazon S3 using standard SQL. It enables you to query .cvs files stored in Amazon S3 without the need to set up the managed infrastructure. Athena automatically scales and charges you only for the queries you run. Question 32. A company needs a fully managed file server that natively supports Microsoft workloads and file systems. The file server must also support the SMB protocol. Which AWS service should the company use to meet these requirements? The correct answer is C. Amazon FSx for Windows File Server. Amazon FSx for Windows File Servers is the AWS service that provides a fully managed file server that natively supports Microsoft workloads and file systems. It is built on Windows Server and supports the server message block protocol, making it suitable for seamlessly integrating with Microsoft applications and workloads. Question 33. A company wants to transform its workforce by attracting and developing a digitally fluent high performance workforce. The company wants to attract a diverse and inclusive workforce with appropriate mix of technical and non-technical skills. Which AWS Cloud Adoption Framework perspective will meet this requirement? And the correct answer is B. People. The AWS Cloud Adoption Framework has several perspectives, and the people perspective is focused on workforce transformation, including attracting and developing a digitally fluent high performance workforce. The perspective emphasizes the importance of organizational culture skills development and creating a diverse and inclusive workforce with the right mix of technical and non-technical skills. Question 34. An e-commerce company wants to use Amazon EC2 auto scaling to add and remove EC2 instances based on CPU utilization. Which AWS services or feature can initiate an Amazon EC2 auto-scaling action to achieve this goal? The correct answer is D. Amazon CloudWatch Alarm. Amazon CloudWatch is a monitoring service that provides data and actionable insights for AWS resources. You can set up CloudWatch alarms to monitor metrics such as CPU utilization and trigger auto-scaling actions based on defined thresholds. Question 35. A company wants durable storage for static content and infinitely scalable data storage infrastructure at the lowest cost. Which AWS service should be company choose? And the correct answer is B. Amazon S3. Amazon S3 is a fully managed object storage service that provides durable storage for static content. It is designed for scalability, high availability, and low latency access to store and retrieve any amount of data. Question 36. Which type of AWS storage is ephemeral and is deleted when an Amazon EC2 instance is stopped or terminated? The correct answer is B. Amazon EC2 Intense Store. Amazon EC2 Intense Store provides temporary block level storage that is directly attached to the Amazon EC2 instance. It is referred to as ephemeral because the data stored in the intense store volumes is not persistent and is deleted when the EC2 instance is stopped or terminated. Question 37. Which AWS service or feature gives users the ability to capture information about network traffic in a VPC? The correct answer is A. VPC flow logs. Question 38. Which AWS service could an administrator use to provide desktop environments for several employees? The correct answer is D. AWS Workspaces. AWS Workspaces is a fully managed desktop computing service in the cloud. It allows administrators to provision and manage desktop environments for users, providing them with a secure and scalable solution for accessing their desktop from various devices. Question 39. Which of the following is a fully managed graph database service on AWS? And the correct answer is D. Amazon Neptune. Amazon Neptune is a fully managed graph database service on AWS. It supports popular graph models like property graph and RDF. Neptune is designed for highly connected data and it is suitable for use cases such as social networking, fraud detection, knowledge graphs, and more. Question 40. Which of the following is a characteristic of the AWS account root user? The correct answer is C. The root user is the first sign in identity that is available when an AWS account is created. This is the end of this video. You can find the complete PDF of this video on our website examheist.com. To get our custom cheat sheet to help with your preparation, please make sure to check the link down in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.